which are toxins, and that's again one of the keys we're trying to do: keep ourselves properly hydrated all the time. So once you've got past this initial stage of detoxification, perhaps, the headaches, the rash, the diarrhea, the fatigue. I didn't have any of those symptoms at all. I might have got a rash or two right in the beginning. I just treated it with some acid water. I'll tell you all about that later in the tape. But it is so important that we get on this journey and we start drinking how much water? Well, a gallon and a half. I drink it between a gallon and a half to 2 gallons every day. I drink water all day long. It rules my day. I don't drink any other liquids other than water. Maybe then, other than perhaps I drink water, maybe a cup of tea, and then a fresh juice that I've made. But other than that, I don't drink any other liquids other than water itself. I stay away from everything else because essentially everything else is pretty dehydrating, and only water really can truly provide the body with the hydration that it needs. So once you've gotten past all these stages here, it'll become part of your daily routine. Now when you go away, or your water ionizer isn't working, or your municipal water isn't, has got a problem, whatever, and you're not able to drink your ionized water, you're going to notice it, and you're going to notice it pretty quickly. People will go 2, 3, 4 days and begin to see how much less energy they had before, and just how their mental clarity isn't there, even where it was just a week or 2 or 3 earlier when they were drinking so much ionized water. Because once again, these toxins collect in the brain. The brain is like a sponge, so they kind of hang up in there. They lead to all sorts of neurological and psychiatric problems, such as Alzheimer's and these sorts of things. It's no mystery where any of those things come from, folks. It's just chemical toxins and heavy metal toxins in the brain, and we need to get those out of there, and we need to do it as soon as possible and as often as possible with ionized water and some of the other things that I promote. But ionized water, again, being the centerpiece and being the most important thing that I do promote. So once we get these, over this initial hump, as I said, now we'll begin to get into the lifestyle of drinking ionized water on a regular basis. I personally can't live without ionized water. So, again, for me, absolutely the most important thing in the world. Acid ionized water is the other half of miraculous, because as I said in the beginning, we're always producing 2 different waters at the same time. You're running the water over positive negative electrodes, an anode and a cathode, creating positive negative ions, and then you're separating them through a membrane, and they're yin and yang. One's very alkaline, one's negatively charged, and the other one's is positively charged and is very acid. And that's the one we use on the outside of your body. Cuts, scrapes, rashes heal very, very quickly. Mosquito bites, bee stings, any kind of skin condition, psoriasis, eczema, any kind of pulls wrinkles out of the skin. It's a very nice skin conditioner. You can put it in your hairs, in your nose, for your mucous membranes. You can put it on your hair. You brush your teeth with it. I haven't used toothpaste in 10 years now, and haven't been to the dentist since, and I have nice white teeth, and it's just, that's all I use for my toothpaste. I don't use the regular toothpaste because ionized water, it kills bacteria on contact. And so it disinfects the teeth. It helps pull off plaque from the teeth, and then it gets in between the teeth very well with the smaller water molecule clusters to get in there and kind of hydrate between the teeth and cleanse. And so you can do all those things. You can gargle with ionized water. You just don't want to swallow it because, again, it is exactly the opposite of alkaline ionized water. So, acid ionized water won't taste any different to you whatsoever. But you don't ever want to consume it because it's full of free radicals and it's very acid. And so you're going to do exactly the opposite of what you're trying to achieve. One of the other things that acid ionized water is well known for is, of course, enhancing plant growth. What it does for plant growth is just absolutely amazing. It has been used commercially in Japan for many years, and I've seen it with plants that I've now had for over 10 years, feeding them strictly ionized water, never a single thing other than ionized water, and these are 2 of the healthiest plants that I have in my possession, so it's just testimony. But you take 2 plants and spray one with ionized water and feed it ionized water every day, acid ionized water, and the other one don't, just leave on regular water, and you're going to see a substantial difference, I guarantee it, within just a few weeks. And it happens every single time it's tried. You'll see brighter leaves, greener leaves, a healthier plant from that point forward up on the plant when you began feeding it the acid ionized water. So there's tremendous applications here we can use for ionized water. We just always need to be careful about which one you're using for which. If you're going to do any sprouting, you're best to use the acid ionized water, since it's a plant and it's going to like that acid ionized water. As far as allergies, if you've got seasonal allergies, you got the itchy eyes and the nose, that you don't want to use the acid water for. You want to use the alkaline water, because pollen is a plant and part of a plant, and the spore of a plant, so it gets into your eyes. Well, if you put acid water in there, that's going to stimulate it and waken it up and make it want to grow. But if you use alkaline water, it'll do just the opposite, and because of the smaller water molecule clusters, well, it gets in there and really is able to clean out the eyes very well, and the nose and everything. So it's tremendous help to seasonal allergies, which I have. Back in the old days, I used to have really, really bad ones, and they went on for sometimes, days and weeks and months. And now I experience it once or twice a season. Sometimes I don't experience it at all, and when I do experience, very mild compared to what I used to do it. So again, acid ionized water full of hydrogen ions, which are really bad for us internally, but great for the outside of the body. And it is very acid, which is terrible for our health internally, so we don't drink it. So keep it on the outside of your body, put it into your bathtub. You can warm some up after a shower or bath and pour it over your head, and you won't get that itchy feeling in dry weather. You get the cracks in your fingernails in really, really extremely dry weather. You just soak them in acid ionized water for about 20 to 30 minutes and dry them off, and those will begin to heal up really, really well. Any kind of cut, scrape, rash, serious wound, diabetic ulcer can be used with acid ionized water. Even gangrene has been shown in studies to have tremendous effects on that because of the sterilizing effect of ionized water, of acid ionized water. It does kill bacteria on contact. So once again, acid ionized water, the other half of miraculous.